Hello everyone, and welcome to my brief Week 7 video on harmonization. If you haven't done so already, I highly recommend you read the web page that goes through the harmonization process first, so that you're familiar with each of the steps and what each of those steps involves. This video will welcome you when you are finished with that. This is going to serve as, well, two purposes. It's going to serve two purposes. One, it's going to be a model for how to go through the steps that are listed on that website. And the second purpose is going to be a demonstration for how I want you to complete your harmonization assignments for this week. So modeling through, we're going to add some harmony to this melody. The first step is to find your key. Now there are a couple of ways to do this. The first is to check your key signature and or the accidentals that are within the melody. We don't have a key signature, but we do have accidentals. One on C, F, and G. And those, all three of them are sharps. If there's three sharps, that tells us that it's either A major or F sharp minor. Okay, so we've narrowed it down to those. The other way to finally narrow it down, once you know what the key could be, is to look at the first note and the last note of a section of the melody. In this case, it's A. So it starts and ends on an A, and it has three sharps. I think it's safe to say that this is A major. Cool. So then once you've established your key, what I like to do, and something that I have done since high school, is to write out my scale again, but then to also build the chords on top of those scale degrees. And then, once I've written out each of the chords, I add the Roman numerals with the proper case, just to make sure I know the quality of those chords. And then, once I have the quality of my chords written in, making sure that, again, the case is appropriate for the quality of the chord, I'm ready to move on to step 2, which is finding your primary chords. In this case, it would be 1, 4, and 5. I should say, in any case, your primary chords are 1, 4, and 5. But in the specific case of A major, our 1 chord is A, C sharp E. Our 4 chord is D, F sharp A, and our 5 chord is E, G sharp, and B. So that once we know those, our primary chords, 1, 4, and 5, step 3 is to find some target notes that we can use that match notes that are within each of our primary chords. All right, so I was able to find some target notes and add in my primary chords, which is, every single note can be harmonized with a primary chord. Go figure. But now this actually gives me a chance to talk about why they are called primary chords in the first place. So regardless of major or minor, the 1, 4, and 5 chords all together have all of the notes of their respective scale. So in A major, the A major chord, D major chord, and E major chord have all of the notes that are in an A major scale. And that's why primary chords are so powerful. Now, a song that uses just primary chords actually doesn't sound too bad, as I will demonstrate for you right now. Not bad. And some of the most popular songs ever written only use 3 or 4 chords. But for the sake of demonstrating step 4 of the harmonization process, we can certainly let our musical intuition take over and add just a little bit of color. Let me cut away once more, and I'll be right back with a little bit of extra pizzazz. And I am back with said pizzazz. So what I did was I changed this measure into a 6 chord. I'm able to do that because the melody has a C sharp, and the 6th chord in A major has a C sharp in it as well, the F sharp minor chord. And then I kept the 4th measure and 5th measure the same. I changed the 6th measure into a 2 for a similar reason for this. My melody has an F sharp, B minor has an F sharp as well. And so long as I am following the flow chart, I'm able to put in whatever chord that I want. Again, as long as I follow the flow and as long as that chord has the melody as one of its notes. Double checking to make sure everything's copacetic. 1 goes to 5, 5 goes to 6, 6 to 4, to 1, 2, 5, 1. I think we're in good shape. Let me play this for you so you can hear for yourself. Okay. Lovely. It's still primarily primary chords, but those extra secondary chords just add something a little bit special to the music. Adds a sense of musicality, if you will. And that is how we harmonize a melody. And that is how I want you to go about harmonizing your melodies for the assignment for this week. Find your key signature. Once you establish your key signature, find your primary chords, establish target notes, and get your harmonies in, and then add a little bit of flair. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any comments or questions, you can get in touch with me at any time. Music be with you.